Welcome to Code as Teach, your topics, our views. Today we will be discussing about one of the important modules in a Python, that is datetime. So whenever we are dealing with the datetime, we have to import one module, datetime. Why? Because Python does not provide datetime as a default data type. If you have experience on Java or C# or other languages, they have given the date as a data type where you can store the data, you can deal with it. Here for running anything related to the date or time, we have to import this module. Let's try to run one example and then try to understand how we will handle this. So datetime, for this we have to import this module, import datetime. Okay, and this datetime module has mostly 4 classes that is used widely. Okay, first one is date. It's used for creating the date only object. So it doesn't have date with time, it's only have date. Okay, it had date time. It contains date with time. Time is in hours, minutes, second and microsecond. Okay, so date with time object. Okay, or class you can say. Third one is time. It will only give you the time like hours, minutes, seconds and microseconds. Okay, time only. And the fourth one is time delta. So what does time delta gives? It gives you the difference between the two date and time. Simple. As name suggests, difference between, either you can say 2 dates or 2 times. So it's mostly used for if suppose we have current data, you want to get this date after 7 days or after 1 year or after 1 week, we have to use this time delta. Let's run one simple application and try to understand this. So we have to import this date time. Okay, let's say the current how we get the current date or current date time. So for this we have date time dot. Okay, and then now is a function which gives you the current date with the time. Okay, if you run this, you print this, you print simply current date time, it will give you the current date time. Simple, see here, it's giving the current date with the hours, minutes, second and microsecond. Okay, for the date object we only need the date, we don't need the time. Then we can create this current date. Okay, how we can create this? So we have to write the date time and then date. Date is the class, as it contains 3 parameters, years, month and day. So we have to pass something like 2020 and then 10 and then 22. Okay, and if you print this, it will give you only date, it will not give you the time, because we are inheriting this from, we are creating the date object. Okay, so if we go here, if we print this, see here it's giving the date only, it's not giving the time. Okay, now we need only time, we don't need the date. So the current time, and as already given this time class. Okay, so there is few variants here. If you don't pass the time, by default it will return 0 0. Let's run this first and then we will change this current time, and if you pass this current time, it will by default run 0 0, because if you don't pass any parameters, but in date and date time it requires the 3 parameters, otherwise it will give the error. So by default it's giving 0 0. If we pass something like 12 hours, 23 or 34, it will see here it's giving hours, minutes, second and microsecond. Time zone is optional, if you can pass it, but it's optional again. See here it's giving the time. Okay, for creating the time zone or the date time, so current date time new, we have to create this date time, and it has 3 required parameters like year, month and day. You must have to pass, otherwise it will not run. So if you try to run it, it will give an error. See here, object is not callable. So we have to pass this. That is a different error. Sorry. If you run this, it gives you that the 3 arguments are required. See here, function missing required arguments. Okay. So if you pass here something like 2020, still you have passed the year and month. If you don't pass the day, it will again give you the error. If you run this, again it will require one more parameters. See here, day is required. If you pass the date, then it doesn't require hours, minutes and seconds. By default it will take the 0 0. To run this, See here, it's current, taking the current time. So we don't have to pass all these things. We have to just pass the first three parameters. Okay. Now let's take few other things. Okay. Let's take an example of time delta. So let's say we have created this, the current date and time. This is a new one, contains, let's say 21, and we want to get the difference between this current date and this, the new one. New one is the 2021. Okay. So how we will get this? So suppose time diff we have created, and then we have created current date here, and then minus current date time. By default it gives the time delta. Okay. If you run this, if you print the difference, or if you have time diff, if you run this, it will give you the difference between these two times. Okay. So how to know this? If you use this type, let's check what is the time of this. We have done some, okay, we have missed this. Here it's date time dot time delta, simple. Okay. Or in another way, suppose we need the time, so it's current time. I need the time of after 1 week. So how we can create? So we can create one time delta also, like time delta example. Then we have time delta. We have to create this date time plus time delta. See here, time delta. You can pass this n number of parameters like days, weeks, or the seconds, microseconds. So we pass something like days is equal to 12, or the 7 days after this one. Okay. And then if you add this to the current date and time, it will return the, so if you print next week date, then how we have to do this? We have to pass this current date time plus this time delta. Time delta diff. Simple. Let's copy this. If you run this, it will give you the next week date. See, it's giving the current date and current date time. Okay. So it's simple to use. If you see here, next week date. Okay. The second thing, if you have to work on the zone, there is one PYTJ module that is given here. PYTJ. It's a module which is handling this, for handling the time zone. Time zone is mostly dealing with, suppose you are working in Asia or the Europe or the America. There are different time zone. Okay, and based upon this we can handle the time zone. That's easily. Two more things I want to handle. That is, first thing is strf time, and the second one is strp time. So strf time, this is used for creating the formatting a date time object or date time into string. So if you have date time and if you want to format it according to your own way, we have to use this strf time. Okay, and this one is an opposite of the above one. So if you have one string and then you want to convert it to the date time, you have to use this str time. So for converting a string into date time, both of these is dealing with the format. So you have to provide the formatting options, and you can get the format on the Python documentation. By default, if you write in a Google Python documentation. So please refer to this original one. Okay, let's try to run one example and then understand it, how it works. Okay, let's take example of strf line. So we have current date time. So by default it's printing in this way. I don't want it in this way. I only need the date. So how we do this? So current, let's format this date time format. Okay, so here we write the current date time and then strf time, right? And we pass the different parameters that we got from, like say suppose we only need this age means, so we have to pass with the percentage age means hours, and then percentage aim, and then percentage ends. We only need the seconds, we don't need other stuff. Okay, so we have to pass this. These things you will get from the Python documentation links. I don't written here. And if you print this, it will only return the hours and minutes a second. How we call the strp line? So suppose we have one string like date details. Okay, and it contains something like 2020, and you want to convert this into a string format or the date format. How we use this? Converted date. Let's take an converted date, and we have to use date time dot strp time, and then we have to pass this date detail and the formats, whatever format you have, like percentage year or percentage b. So there are so many formattings are already given, so you can format according to this, but this is the way to call it. Okay, there is one more modules like pandas that is used for mostly in the data science, and that is also for handling this time module. Okay, date and time. Okay, this is the shorter kind of how to use this date time module in a Python. So it's a easier way. You can get all this detail. So if you write something like if it's a date, if you only need the current date, so we have other functionality also, current date dot, you can get the date from week of the day, maximum. So all the other functionalities of a date, like the current week date, maximum, minimum, month, all are there. Just we have to just create the import this module. Rest all the functionality of the previous one, like C#, Java or C++. Most of the parameters of the dates are covered here. Okay, thank you. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.